for checking up and check it out. So, let's have a conversation. Is Drake being unfairly targeted by rap fans and people that don't like him? Because again, listen, man, they love you till they hate you, then they love you again. Okay, this is probably the hate period for Drake. Okay, I mean, people loved him while he was coming up, but he's been at the top for some people a little bit too long. Now he's getting a lot of pushback, a lot of hate, and eventually, if he does fall, people eventually love him again. It's a cycle that happens to all entertainers, right? However, a lot of times when we see Drake do collaborations, we hear the same things, okay? A couple words or a couple phrases or names get thrown at him. He's culture vulturing. He's riding a wave. He's soaking up the energy. Or he's dick surfing or some shit like that, okay? Basically, if he does a collaboration or he gives a remix to Fetty Wap, if he does a collaboration with 21 Savage, he's soaking up like 21 Savage's buzz, like Drake needs buzz. Okay, if he does collaboration with a non-American or non-hip-hop artist, he's like motherfucking culture vulturing. So basically, he's in a pretty much lose-lose situation. Either he makes all his music by himself, or if he collaborates, he is called a culture vulture, a thief, a nigga who's soaking up and riding waves. And he even points to the recent case where he's like, yo, I heard a song, I liked it. It was from a UK rapper. He's 17, or he was 17, he's 18 now, called Dave. It's called Wanna Know. I got on it, I did a remix, we put it out, and then a lot of people, they're accusing me of culture vulturing. How am I a culture vulture when I'm helping the kid out? By the way, Dave is a huge deal now since Drake did a song with him. So Drake is confused. Like every time I help people out, the mere fact that I am helped as well, because now I also have another hot song, people don't like it. Now, again, as I said, they love you till they hate you, then they love you again. Now, the thing is, Drake run is just too long for some of these motherfuckers. It's like people are kind of seeing through a lot of his act. And before I get on to this next situation with X, people are looking at Drake like, yo, Drake, man, you really are using people to prolong your run. It may not be just genuinely trying to help people out, and you're strategically jumping from culture or movement to movement just to stay on top of what's hot, okay? One point, we had Glow Gang jersey. Another point, we had Houston, Texas jersey, okay? Another point, we had motherfucking Bay Area jersey, then Atlanta jersey, okay? What's next? Then we got dancehall jersey, Jersey Marley, we all know about that. And now we got UK Roadman jersey. Come on now, right? So a lot of people have these critiques of him. Now, fast forward, recently he's on tour, Boy Meets World tour, overseas. He previews his new song. It's about to be on More Life. Okay, it's a song with him in gigs. Sounds pretty dope. We have low quality of the song because this actually was played in the arena. Now, a lot of people jumped out like, yo, especially X fans. Who's X, by the way? XXXTentacion, the guy he's kind of like a crazy rapper, but a lot of people like him, co-follow him. He's been locked up for some while, and he has a hot song that's bubbling. It's over 2 years old, but it's bubbling now. It's called Look at Me. Now, when they heard Drake's snippet, they're like, yo, is Drake copying X? What the fuck? How far could this Drake nigga go? First Quentin Miller, then Party Next Door. Now you have found even X? Now, Drake is obviously really pissed off about this because when he did his interview, he really made it a point to point these things out. Now, this is what he said. He said, I listened, and he's talking about listening to X's song because people are saying he stole his flow. He said, I listened, and I'm like, okay, I see where people could draw this comparison based off the first two lines, whether it be the cadence or the rhyme pattern or whatever. It's crazy that people think that after all this time, after all I've been through, that I'm the type of person to go and take that and make it my own. I'm not stupid. I'm not a shitty person like that. Now, before I get into what X said, okay, because X also responded, right? I don't know how he responded from jail, but jail got technology these days, okay? He might be watching this damn video. Now, before I actually get into what X says, let me respond to Drake, okay? Drake, let's not act like people are just unfairly coming at you. People have seen patterns and people have seen instances where they feel that lesser artists that worked with you or that you may have been quote-unquote inspired by, they never get the benefit like you get, okay? Now, a collaboration usually is supposed to help both people, but sometimes with Drake, it seems to only help Drake, right? For example, I'll give you an example, right? Think about when he did Hotline Bling, okay? Rather than remixing Cha-Cha, right, and giving Drum a platform, he just remade the shit and called it Hotline Bling, okay? Which, again, Hotline Bling is a little bit original, but it's still like Cha-Cha a little bit. And he remade Cha Cha with Hotline Bling. Hotline Bling became almost a #1 song. Cha Cha never blew up the way it should have blew up because Drake made a better version of it, okay? Now, is that a little bit scummy? Yes, it is, because Drum is a upcoming artist. That was his shot to blow, okay? A lot of people say with Quentin. Why Quentin ain't on the tracks? Why doesn't he get a hook, a verse? Now, we could say Quentin voice sounds terrible, okay? I wouldn't want Quentin Miller saying nothing on none of my tracks neither. However, people didn't like that Quentin Miller has now disappeared off the face of the earth. Drake is still riding high after that mixtape, okay? Even Party Next Door, people feel like Party Next Door is giving all his hits to Drake, and the cycle goes on and on and on. Now, here's the thing, because X was not really just trying to just cool out, okay? X basically responded from prison, or jail actually, and he responded on Twitter and he says, I'm not going to name no names, but it's funny how one of my niggas hit me up saying Drake watched your interview and fucks with you. Now this pussy nigga trying to play it safe and play it innocent, but it's cool. We all know Hotline Bling was a bite of Cha-Cha. I'm not the first nigga he bit, nor will I be the last. Drake, a pussy nigga. Money don't buy you respect. He also continued by saying Drake's career is almost over. He better start investing money in real estate, because once it's all over, he really gonna see the fake love. Also, he sent out another tweet saying it's funny how the industry let this pussy nigga sit at the top for so long. All y'all suck, kill yourself, me done chat. Then he also continued by saying, I'm not gonna Twitter rap with niggas for stealing my flow. I slap niggas. Don't come to Florida. Now, what am I to make of X's comments? I would like to say, I'm not sure if X heard the interview, okay? Because if he heard the interview and that was his reaction, kind of seemed extreme and kind of probably validates why he's in jail right now, right? I mean, you're going too hard at the comments or the level of the comments that were made. But of course, it's his song. Maybe he does have a right to do that, right? But I think he went way too hard in terms of really threatening to whip Drake's ass, right? However, is it possible that Drake took his shit? Absolutely. Is it possible that Drake never heard this shit? Also, absolutely, okay? Now, I don't really know which one to believe, because Drake keeps his ear to the street, and if he could find Dave from the UK, you think he never heard of Extension from the USA? Come on, nigga, come on. So, I think he may have heard it. I think he may have even duplicated it. But of course, like X said before, listen, a great artist will not be revealing their source, okay? And Drake will not be crediting you after he put out a song and people feeling the song. Okay, he's been playing snippets of it. He's not going to credit you now because you're going to want him to get you out of jail, as you said before. You want remixes. He ain't into that, okay? Again, here's the thing about also speaking out about Drake being an artist. Drake is in such a powerful position, even though you got your fans, all your commercial opportunities could get blocked by the motherfucker. That's why you see a lot of people don't even speak out about it. Look at Meek as an example. So X is definitely taking a risk by speaking out. He did delete these tweets. However, he does have a cult-like fan base that doesn't really give a fuck about the mainstream as much. So maybe he could still be fine and even catapult himself to something greater just by calling out Drake. Okay, we'll see. Again, make sure you guys like them, subscribe to Akademiks. Which side are you on, X or Drake?